What's going on, gamers? So here we have an update here and a comparison on Star Wars Outlaws with Switch 2, PS5, and Series S. Are we ready for another comparison here? You guys know I am. I told you I'll be doing a ton of them here on this channel. So let's go ahead and get started. It's going to get interesting. Never seen this before. Right off the bat. Oh, there's a major difference. Okay, so it depends on what you like better here. They look kind of identical. This has more texture and foliage here. But this is good because we can get a good comparison here. Obviously, the PS5 version looks better. And this type of stuff to me is also important because you got people spreading rumors. There are a lot of fake people in this world. They'll spread Elden Ring rumors. They spread Mario Kart World rumors, making it look blurry. They try to make Star Wars look a certain way. Though we know Ubisoft didn't optimize it fully, but the point is, if there's actually a real problem, let's show it. Let's not make something look negative because we're insecure losers. Everything seems to be fine. Chronos and New Dawn, next gen Unreal Engine 5 doing fine. Yeah, it's a downgrade. Major. But I don't think it's that much. Honestly, between Switch and yeah, I figured. So look at this. Why are they both running dynamic 1080p 30? Except the Series S has the internal resolution and 720p to 1080p because it's only docked. It's not so much comparing console to console, but it's more like, look how close it is, and this is a hybrid device, which is very interesting considering that, you know, people like to say what they say. And yeah, this can go hand out, but people like to say what they say, but at the end of the day, look at this. It's not that far apart. So I try to tell people. PlayStation easily. Yeah, Series S version has a little bit more cloud texture and all that you can tell. But this is just day one. This is going to get optimized better over time, but this gives you an idea. Here we go again with another next-gen game, right? Textures. Compromising for sure. And honestly, I feel like this could look better than this, but once again, this is Ubisoft, right? And they're just getting this game out. But over time, this game is going to look better than this, no doubt. And what's interesting, he says, "Why wasn't everyone saying the Switch 2 performance would be garbage other than textures and water quality?" I say the Switch 2 is pretty comparable to Xbox Series S and PlayStation 5. I'm so blown away by the vegetation. You see people say, like you'll see people say things. Cause look, this is a CPU bound game, right? The Switch 2 actually looks and plays decent. It does for a CPU bound game. As I was trying to tell people here. If you guys want to go here, it says here the Switch 2 version was predictable, visible cutbacks in general terms, but some of them have been mitigated and resolved magnificently. The most notable cutbacks are in density of NPCs. Overall, the visual difference on Switch 2 are surprisingly few. Its stable 30 frames per second sometimes surpasses the Xbox Series S version in terms of stability. Load times on Switch 2 are almost twice as long as the Series S. That's one of the best ports I've seen on Switch 2, he's saying. So that's not bad. It's reporting results here. Yeah, of course, there's a huge difference, but they can optimize this game even better. That I'm gonna have to say, but we need to do a better job here. Yeah, because that's kind of like, oof. But like the dude said, other than that, it's fine, considering you're trying to keep it stable because of the CPU differences. I expect Nintendo's have to get a lower. Honestly, that's not bad for Switch 2. What the hell? Plus, this is day one. It hadn't even came out yet. You know what I mean? Considering these had years of optimize, or a year to optimize almost. Yeah, honestly. Dude, what's surprising is the reflection on the Nintendo ray tracing is actually getting ray tracing aspects right here reflected. But what I think this means is because they have no video. That's probably why. But that's actually not bad. If you're hating on this, I really don't know what to say. Yeah, they took that out in the Series S, and the Switch even has that in the background. Interesting stuff. See? Even the PlayStation has it. Hmm. Water quality? I think this comes out tonight. Then they're getting a lot of games on there. Hollow Knight, Chronos. That's not bad. Yeah, I don't think the Switch will load this game faster than PlayStation or Series. It doesn't really need to, though. That's not bad. Probably crack that down over time, by like a second or two. Again, like we did Chronos to New Dawn, right? A Series S is dipping with the Switch back and forth kind of right here. They're both pretty much holding 30. There's a little dip there. Remember, it's about to just come out. It can be patched even more. This is what I mean. Now we're starting to see the truth here. This is why HGN is going to start doing more stuff like this. Tired of all the fake stuff. It's time to slam that down. Yeah, where's the dips at, really? I don't see it. I'm telling you, don't listen to fake people. See? Guys, it's been like 4 times now this year. Ridiculous fakeness. Tell me, when you start calling these people out, I'm putting them on blast. The fact that they even got global illumination to work is crazy. Yeah, that's much better. They're removing some density for the Switch too. Those two are not walking down the aisle. They're removing them there. But that's okay though. I mean, the fact that they have this already is already telling me a lot about what I need to know in the future. Definitely more like. That's not a huge downgrade, honestly. Yeah, that for sure is better. But even then, I mean, guys, if we look at this, that's not that bad. Considering there's more aspects here, like the dude was saying in that comment, than on the Series S. I think that's because of DLSS. But we're saying this, right? They both are fine. Yeah, for some reason that looks better. The distance, no. But when close up around the environment, yes. PlayStation 5 for sure. We're gonna have to nerf that. Yeah, the Switch 2 is holding its own, even in its early build, just like in Cyberpunk. They didn't have that much time, and they can only get better. I'm impressed with this. Ubisoft, I thought that they were gonna do a terrible, like not a terrible job, but yeah, I'm actually surprised here. Okay, yeah, PlayStation for sure. For sure, lower it on the Switch, absolutely. But it's not anything like, oh, it's just terrible. Cool. Yeah, they nerfed down the grass and the detail in the background. Well, they're doing a good job though. Here we go again, more FPS test, y'all. A little bit of a drop on the Series S, but nothing too crazy. I think I saw a little bit of a dip on the Switch right there, but it's not anything. Barely noticed. There's like a small little scrape. What's going on? Hey, I'm happy for y'all on the Switch too. That's all I have to say. We don't hate over here. Playing all these next-gen games, no problem. I'm trying to bring up some PS4 game. So I thought that was funny. Bunch of losers. Insecurities are gonna get exposed, see? And they know that deep down inside. I'm just coping on it. That was a dip on the left. So Switches had 1, Series S had 2. Very impressive. I'm trying to tell people, man. I think there is that even more. Yeah. So yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 never dropped, except one little split second. We got real channels over here promoting real results. All these phonies over here. So they're all 30. And that's dynamic. This is straight up upscale to it through the LSS. They all, I mean, shit. Honestly, I think the Switch has a better color texture there. Not shadows. It's definitely not gonna win. Or, what? PlayStation should definitely form one. Yeah, it's not a major difference. Yeah, seriously, guys, look at that. It even has a darker tone to it. Huh. I see what it means something. Okay, I see what they did. They sacrificed some of the stuff around there. Keep that there. Still not bad. Yeah, a lighter tone down. Because the reflections are not moving or living. Yeah. Definitely a little bit of compromise for sure. So there we go. You guys got some test results. Now you know what Star Wars Outlaws is going to be like on the Switch 2. Chronos of New Dawn, I showed you that last night. Same thing for the people, you know what I mean, that were being misinformed about stuff. All we're doing here is saying you're about to have a good experience for you to only in that world. We're not going to be losers over here and try to beat that down and spread false information. The only time you want to spread information like that is so that you can hope that the game gets fixed at launch for gamers. You feel me on that? Because that's what we do over here on all platforms. You're not going to be a hypocrite. Yeah, enjoy this game, guys. And the Gold Edition is going to be available at launch for $60. So you'll be able to get all of that and all the DLC, which is smart by Ubisoft because they need to sell this game. And if you wait in the holidays, you might even get 10% or 20%. Who knows? Ubisoft does this. But let me know what you guys think when you get it, all right? Peace out. Have a great day.